Hello everybody, thanks for tuning in and watching. I did this makeup look. It is just a pop of color in the eyes. I just kind of wanted to do that to match my earrings. I'm wearing like white and some jeans, so it's kind of like just a little spice it up. It's pretty easy. It's pretty much my everyday makeup routine with the pop of color in the eyes, which is the eyeliner. I hope you guys enjoy. Leave some comments below of things that you guys want to see me do. I want to make videos that you guys want to watch. Make sure you hit that subscribe button somewhere in one of these corners over here and to continue watching. I need that coffee because it's early. So first, I start with my primer. I use the Infallible matte primer. I have already put my skincare on per usual. I am going to do a video on my skincare sometime next week. I'm just gonna let it set a little bit. I'm gonna take my Stay Naked Urban Decay foundation. This is my favorite foundation. I'm the color 51WY. This is my go-to shade, but I can't find my summer shade. Like I changed so much throughout the summer because we go to the beach like every day in the summer that there's no point in me buying a foundation. But my other go-to is the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define foundation. It is amazing. It's a full coverage foundation. It's only $12. The Urban Decay is $35 or $40. I think it's closer to the $40 side, but this one for $12, amazing. It does the same thing. Those are my two go-to foundations. I do use it as a concealer as well. I have two shades, one as a foundation, one as a concealer. The shade I use as a foundation is a 9.5. and the shade I use as a concealer is 6.5, so it's a 3-shade difference. The one thing I really appreciate about this line is that they have a wide shade range as well as in-between shades for people who have yellow undertones, golden undertones, olive undertones, pink undertones, literally anything, and that's what the 0.5 is for. So they do have those in-between shades. I used to be the person that had to buy 2 different foundations to get my right color. But this Makeup Revolution line, amazing. With that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and put my Urban Decay on. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take my Morphe M439 brush and just pat that in and blend it out. I don't like to start off by dragging it on my face just because I feel like it doesn't give me the coverage that I want and you could see streaks. So I like to pat it in, make sure that it's setting into my face, and then I might go and blend out edges and stuff like that. Blend down your neck, girl. Blend into that hairline. A lot of people forget to do that and like their hair flips and you could just see the mask that they have on their face. Okay, so now that our foundation is blended, I'm going to take my Makeup Revolution concealer in 6.5 as well as my Makeup Revolution foundation in 9.5. I do have like a pimple underneath my skin here and one that's going away here. So what I usually do with this, if I do double up, is just kind of go over those 2 spots or the spots that I want to cover a little bit more. So I'm just gonna blend that in. So then what I'm gonna do is take my concealer and just highlight all the places that you would typically highlight, which would be under my eyes. And I love how big this doe foot is because it carries just enough product and covers a good amount of area. And Cupid's bow, tip of my nose, and that is it. So I'm going to take my e.l.f. Camo Concealer Beauty Blender. course my beauty blender is damp. I love wetting it with cold water and then just like when you go to blend under your eyes, it feels so refreshing. Okay, so now that I am highlighted, I am going to bake. So I'm going to take my Lasting Fix by Maybelline. It's a translucent powder, long wear, all day. It is a matte finishing powder. I love this because it's so silky and like buildable, and it like wipes away when you wipe it away, like so clean. So first I'm going to make sure my eyes are set, so I'm really gonna pat and blend and set it in there, and then I will double back and let it sit on as a bake. Okay, so once I feel like I've set it pretty much, I will take a little bit more, be a little bit more generous with the amount that is on my sponge, and then I will set it to bake. So I kind of will just leave it. I'll add a little bit more. I want there to be a generous amount to bake. And I'm gonna do the same thing for the other side. And then I will also bake the other parts that I highlighted. I like to go in like a sunset motion on my forehead, so it kind of diffuses with the bronzer when I put it on and has a nice blend. It doesn't have to be perfect, but if you try to get that half circle shape, that's the goal. I know I look crazy. It's all a part of the process. What I'm gonna do is take my Urban Decay All Nighter Waterproof Setting Powder. This is my shit. I will say that it only comes in this shade. I will try to put all the prices in the description below. I can't really remember off the top of my head how much this was. It was definitely like in the $30 range. It's amazing. It does last all day. I've never gotten like in the water with it, but as far as sweat proof, great. I'm just gonna set the places that don't have highlight or bake on them. Like this still has a little bit of powder, so it's fine. I'm not like trying to be super precise. If it wipes away, it wipes away. Sometimes I do go back. I'm gonna set my temples where the highlight is not. Majority of the product is still there, so I'm okay. And now we'll go on my jawline. Okay, so I wiped away the foundation off of my lips. I need to put some lip balm on because I am going to wear a nude color on my lips today. I might just go glossy. I've been going glossy lately, but I pulled out my bag of lippies and I see a lot of like nudes in here that I really want to try. We'll see. So after I have set my face, I am going to go into my bronzer. I use the California Beamin bronzer. It's a real sad day when your bronzer or your highlighter cracks and you have to put it in a bag like this. Even your blush, like that's happened to me before. Usually it's my bronzer or my highlighter, so I've kind of just been going for loose highlighters and that's been my savior. I used to get the Becca Champagne Pop like religiously and it would crack every single time. So I would save it. I'm not wasting it. I'm putting it in a bag and I'm gonna dip into the bag and use it, but it's just a little pain in the butt. This is the first time this is actually cracked and I've been getting this for over a year now. In the color Golden One, I wish I could take it out and show you, but you could kind of see like it's just your typical like golden bronzer with a little bit of like shimmer in it. It's not crazy. So what I will do, since it's in this bag and there's product, it comes out of the side of the container. usually, so I'm just gonna swirl my brush in there and that's enough product for me. This bronzer is really buildable and it's so pretty. I love it. I really focus like from here up because I want it to be carved out a little bit. And then I will hit my nose just to give it a little bit of color. My chin, kind of, so it's not super translucent. And I will go underneath and use whatever's left on my brush just to kind of carve out the bottom. Nothing crazy. I'm gonna take my Makeup Revolution, or I Love Revolution. I take their banana powder, which smells like bananas. They have a peach one, a coconut one. Peach is pink, coconut obviously white. They have a chocolate banana one, which is a little bit deeper banana color. And I believe that's it. And they all smell like they say they smell. It's nothing overwhelming, but it does smell good. So I'm gonna take my banana powder. When you try to be a YouTube makeup artist, it's okay. I have more on the bottom. What I'm gonna do is carve out from like the corner of my ear down here, down to the corner of my mouth. That's a really good guide because it ends up connecting. So I'm just gonna take it, make a neat line. And you kind of just want that to set, so you could have just a carved cheekbone a little bit. I do try to make sure there's a good amount of product. Like, I do want the top of the line to be sharp, so it is giving that precise line. And then I'll just take whatever's left and kind of blend it down onto my cheek. Sometimes I will bring it back up into my eyes and start to take off that bake I had and just set it in. So what I will do is sometimes I'll take my banana powder and set the corners of my nose and really pat in, because I feel like a lot of people forget about that and it creases and it gets like build up right there. And I'll just take whatever's left on my sponge and just blend just everything in. Okay, so now that that is done, what I will do is get my blush. I have the GALifornia Benefit blush. This is my favorite blush. It's super like pink, the best blush skin pink color ever. I have this travel one, which is $15, and I've had this for 2 years. I'm not joking you. The only difference between the travel and the big size is the big size has like this sun in the middle that's like printed within the blush, and it has like some highlight colors in it. So when you put the blush on, it's a little bit more like glowy, but it's not that serious to me. It's the same overall blush color and it's cheaper, and this little thing lasts me. I wear this every time I do my makeup. Like, there's not a time that I don't wear this. So the fact that it's lasted me 2 years, $15, take my money. And then sometimes I will just kind of blend it into my bronzer, get a super blended, sun-kissed look. While my chin guard is setting, what my dad calls it, my chin guard, go ahead and do my brows, which I'm gonna do off of camera because I'm gonna do a separate video on my brows, and I need to kind of get up close to do them. I will be right back. Okay, so now that I've done my brows, I am going to wipe away my bake from my cheeks. Just kind of blend it all in. So after I've done that, what I am going to do is my highlight. I'm going to take my Morphe M500 brush. It's just a tapered highlight brush. I'm going to take my Wet n Wild loose highlight. It is in the color All Glown Up. I've had this for a minute as well. It's a loose powder. Let me not spill it this time. I usually just use what's in the lid. This was only like $7 or less, probably like $5. So take it and tap it. I got it at Ulta. I believe they still have them because I check pretty much every time I go to see like what they have over there. So I will go ahead and just put this on my cheeks. It's really pretty and blends beautifully. I'll take some more, do the other side. I do like to give my forehead a little glow. Then I'll use what's on my brush, get my nose. You guys hear my stomach? I'm so hungry. I cannot wait for my mom to pick me up so we can go to eat. I do get my Cupid's bow. I feel like it just kind of highlights your lip. Then I set, and then I'll go over it again. I use my Maybelline Lasting Fix. It's the same line as the translucent powder that I use. It's a 16-hour wear matte spray. It has the perfect like spray. I love it. Oops. So I do spray a lot. Honestly, I do spray a lot of this, but it's lasting me a really long time. So what do? I do make sure I get under my face because I do have makeup down there. I will try to dry it a little bit just by fanning. And then I will take a little bit more of my highlight. You guys, I am so hungry. Did you hear that? What? Okay. So I'm just gonna tap so it's a little bit more intense. So now that we're all glown up, that's the name of the shade, by the way. Move on to our lashes. Actually, I want to do a little pop of color today. If I wasn't doing a pop, this pretty much would be my makeup routine. I would just go ahead and put highlight in my inner corners and do my mascara, and that would be it. What I'm going to do is take my NYX Epic Wear liner stick, and this is like a cream like liner stick. So I'm just gonna gently with my ring finger close my eye and line my lash line. Sorry, I'm like looking over here so I can see what I'm doing in my mirror. It's so soft, like it just glides. And sometimes I will do it like a few times just because I want to build up that color. And then I will just go in the inside and make sure it's kind of blended into my tear duct. So once you have that, what I do is I make a little wing. And like I said, it's super soft. You don't have to tug or work really hard at this. Make sure the wing is filled in the corner. And that is it. So I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Okay, so after I have done the wings on both sides, I will go ahead and grab my Anastasia Glow Kit. And I'm just going to get some highlighter and put it in the inner corner of my eye. This girl is dirty. She is dirty. I'm going to take Snow, which is the white one. There you go. I don't know why my girl is so dirty, but I'm gonna take the white and then put it in the inner corner. now that I feel like they're a little bit even, I am going to take my mascara. If you know me, you know that I use a million mascaras, and I cannot wait to get my lashes done on Friday so I don't have to do that. But first, I'm going to use my Maybelline Lash Sensational mascara in the Curvitude. It has like a curved brush and small tiny bristles, so I like using this first because it separates as well as curls my lashes. I will move on to my next choice, which would be the Snap Mascara in Maybelline. It's pretty much the same brush, but thicker. Move on to my third one, and no, this is not the last. This one has small bristles, but it goes from like small to big. You guys are probably thinking, why don't you just put on lashes like whenever you do your makeup? I'm not good at it. I don't have the patience for it. They end up being crooked. Like, it's not my thing. I'd rather wear mascara. So now that I'm done with the top lashes, I'm just gonna take the original, the one and only L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black mascara. This is just a simple, like your typical mascara brush, and I'm just gonna go on the bottom lashes and coat them a little bit so they have a little bit of life. Is it for the lashes. We are almost done. I just need to put some lip on. So, do I want to go glossy? I think I'm gonna do gloss because I just want to be simple, like cute. I have a pop of color in my eyes. I don't really feel like doing the most. They're like my go-to glossy lip looks while moisturizing because that's huge. So my first one is gonna be my Baby Lips. Has an SPF. It's by Maybelline. It comes in a 2-pack usually. I think this is like $5. This is the clear one, and this is like a purpley, like pink color, which gives your lips a little bit of color, but it's not too much. And then this just moisturizes them and kind of gives them a glossy look. I also love the lip oil by ColourPop. This is the Luxe lip oil in the color Local Time. So cute. So what I will usually do is moisturize. Sometimes I'll just leave it like that because it does give it a really pretty glow, but if I want to go extra, I will go on top with my lip oil. That is it.